you all? Hope you're fine with the grace of the Almighty God. So this all the previous video I have uploaded in the YouTube, but this I'll be giving in the WhatsApp. So I hope that you are studying well in your house and me also doing great here. And this is the last topic which we will be having, and after that we will be doing the case study. So let's begin without wasting our time, and I hope that everybody is attending the live classes. If you are not attending the live classes, please attend the live classes, because there we can interact on the live and I can see you, right? And also I can consult you, right? If you are doing something wrong or mistake in writing, you can show me also, and we can also communicate, because live classes are very important. Okay, so Paleolithic age. So now we are going to discuss about the Paleolithic age or Paleolithic period, the period of the history between the 5000 and 5800 BCE, that is before Common Era, okay, has been termed as a Paleolithic age. So this is called the period between the 5000 to 800 BCE, that is before Common Era, is termed as a Paleolithic age or culture. So the Paleolithic age was a period of transitions which witnessed the gradual change from the stone tools to the metal tools. So during this stage, okay, what happened, that you can say that many changes came. And what were the changes? The changes were like, there was a stone tool was changed to the metal tools. Copper was introduced for the first time. As the copper was introduced, many tools came, okay, which were useful for the human beings. Like for example, there was also changes which came in the agriculture. The tools later on were used for the different purposes. Like you can say, as you now we are using the knives, axe for cutting tree, knives for, you can say that, cutting the fruits, vegetables, and different purposes. But before time, what happened? The tools was not existed. All the tools was existed though, but it was made out of the, you can say, the stone, right? It was made out of the stone. So the Paleolithic age is the addition to the stone tool age, okay, and the copper was used to make the tools in the Paleolithic period. During this time, now stone will be removed and the copper will be used. Okay, in the comparison to the stone tool, metal tools were much stronger and the work progressed more rapidly. Now if we compare the metal and the stone, which one will be the stronger? Obviously the metal will be the most stronger, right? So if you compare both, then we can know that the stone tool and the metal tool, the metal will become more stronger. Suppose one example I will give you. You take a stone, okay, you take one stone and one hammer, and you try to break it. What will happen? The stone will break or the hammer will break? Obviously, that is the simple question I gave you. The stone will break into the pieces, into the small chunk pieces. The small that stone is going to break. But what will happen if you take a stone and try to beat on the hammer? The hammer will not break, because the hammer is made out of the iron, okay, iron or the steel. So both are very strong, because that are metals. So metals are more stronger than the stones. By this example we can conclude, right? So hunting, farming and fishing were the main occupation followed in the Paleolithic period. Yes, as I have already told you, what are the main occupations of the Paleolithic period? Please mark down. Okay, you have to mark down, because what were the main occupations which included in the Paleolithic period? Hunting, farming and fishing were the main occupation which were included in the Paleolithic period, because during that time what was there? The people has invented new kind of tools that were used for hunting, fishing, okay. So that has also given the growth to the occupations, okay. So people, they during that time also were doing different kind of occupations. So the Paleolithic culture followed the Bronze Age Harappa culture. As you know, that is the Harappan civilization. So the people of Harappa were very old, nearly about you can say 10,000 years ago. There was a culture called Harappan civilization. That was a very developed culture, okay. And during that time also, how we can say that was developed? Because during that time the drainage system was there, Harappan civilization is also known as the Indus Valley civilization. The reason of this is that because it is situated near the river Indus. Okay, so the Harappan culture is a very rich one. Okay, the rich culture of the Harappa indicates what? It indicates what? That there's a different culture, communities, people existed during that time, different kind of stone tools was found, different kind of ornaments were found. So from this we can know that the Harappan civilization was very rich. Okay, and also we can see, if you see the any for reference, you can see any YouTube videos there. Harappan civilization you can see there. The Harappan civilization is mainly based in the places of the Gujarat, Punjab and the Pakistan. It covers also the areas of the Afghanistan also. As you can see in my back, the map is there, right? So it can cover the areas of so many places. Okay, it has covered the areas of the so many places. People during that time has lived very swift life. Okay, means very pleasurable life. But what happened that the Harappan civilization has vanished, and what happened that during the time people of the Harappa has vanished. No one knows that how the Harappan culture or how the Harappan civilization has went away. Within a night, you can say that people of Harappa disappeared. Nobody knows about it. You can search even that the how what is the or how the Harappan civilization came to an end. According to some historians, the Indus River became so flooded that it has taken Harappa in a dam. As a result, and the Harappan civilization came to an end. Some say that they were not getting business. Okay, Harappan was based on the business, so they were not getting business. So Harappan cultures, they like drawing, paintings also have been found in the China. So it is said that the Harappa was doing business, and some persons were not coming to buy the products. Then they thought that to change the place. So for this reason, Harappan civilization went. Other persons say that the strong wind or flood came or something happened that the Harappan civilization here. Yet many sources are there which tells us about the Harappan culture. But now, why does we cannot know about the Harappan culture? Anything is there that will tell us about the Harappan culture? Yes, because the language which was written during the time of the Harappan civilization yet to be deciphered, because deciphered means had to be translated, because we cannot understand what the Harappan culture or Harappan civilization has really written about. So for this reason we don't know what the Harappan civilization is about, how to came to an end. So just we know that a civilization was there which came to an end. This is all about the case studies there. So case study, you see, it is a case study of Mahargarh. The earliest evidence of the wheat and the barley cultivations comes from the northwestern region, which include the present day Afghanistan and Pakistan. Okay, Mahargarh is an important Neolithic site. It means new stone age site in the Balochistan, and where the earliest evidence of the farming and the herding has been formed. Okay, now you see historians state that the Neolithic site from the around 7000 BCE to 2500 BCE, people believed in the rectangular shaped houses made up of the mud bricks. Then some rooms were also used to the store grains, and peoples grew wheat, barley and cotton. They also have domesticated cattle, sheep and goats, which is the evidence, means the proof that from the animal bones found in that region, the tools found in the Mahargarh include both stone and the bone tools. The early pottery, okay, that is pot making techniques, include the baskets which were lined with the clay. This helped to hold the liquids. Beside handmade pottery with the geometric designs, terracotta figurines are also made. Now terracotta figurines, like for example the figure of the god like Shiva doing the means sitting on a one place and doing the yoga, okay, made in the appearance. This suggests this beginning of the art. Semi-precious stones like lapis lazuli along with the beads and the shells suggest the use of the ornaments. So there are different ornaments to tell us the people during that time use. Okay, The excavation means the khudai, okay, that is the digging out, okay, at the Mahargarh also give the evidence of the bead making and tanning of the metal works. Next is what? Burjahom. Burjahom was the first Neolithic site to be discovered in the Kashmir. This Neolithic site is dated to be around 3000 BCE, that is before Common Era. And two other sites of the Gufkral and the Martand are also close to the Burjahom. So the Neolithic culture in the Burjahom is represented by the unique pit dwelling that had been well made, floored and colored with the red ochre. The pit dwelling were enclosure that were dug beneath the earth's surface and plastered with the mud. These dwellings were narrow and on the top of the white of the base. So it is believed that there was a used by the Neolithic people and as shelter to protect from the cold weather and the wild animals during that night. Now a large number of the bone tools in the shape of the form, you can say that needles, harpoons, okay, stone axes and the choppers have been found there, okay. The types of the tool found at the Burjahom suggest that the people during that this period still practiced, okay, hunting and fishing along with the farming. So the practice of the burials was also common during the Neolithic phase. The Neolithic people buried the dead under their house floors or in graves that were placed nearby. So the remains show that the Neolithic people smeared the red ochre on the dead before burying them, means just sparkling the ochre, okay. Some excavations of the burial sites have revealed the animal's bone that suggests that sometimes animals were buried along with the dead. Animal bones found at the burial sites includes the strong bones of the dogs, then cattle, also sheep, you can say, and the goats. Okay, now next we are with the Uttar Pradesh, that is UP. So next we are with the UP. The Balan Valley in the Uttar Pradesh is known as for the early pastoral and agriculture communities that emerged in this region. So the important Neolithic sites in the Balan Valley include the Chaupani, Mando and Koldliwa and the Maghagara. The excavation at these sites indicate the transitions from being food gatherers to food producers. So there is ample of the evidence settled live domestication of the cattle, sheep and the goat along the cultivation of the rice these sites. So Bihar, if you say about the Bihar, the case study of the Bihar, if you do, the main Neolithic sites in the Bihar have been placed during the 2000 to 1600 BCE, included the Chiran, Chechar and Sinuar and Tarahid. Then their sites reflect the pattern of the life followed during the Neolithic period. A large variety of the bone tools have been found at the Chiran and the Sinuar. So grains like wheat, barley, rice and lentils known to be cultivated at the place called Chiran. South India, if you go to the South India, then you can find the Neolithic settlement in the South India located at the Deccan Plateau. The Neolithic site in the South India that have been excavated include the Sanghalku, then Narjan Kandu, then also you can say different places. For example, the Maski, Brahmagiri, which is mentioned in your book, then the Teklakota, then Piklihar, then Halor. I know this the pronunciation is little bit difficult but it is not tough, but it is funny also, which will help you to learn, right? So take all the things in the positive way. So ragi was one of the first crops grown by the early farming communities of the South India. Wheat was also cultivated in this region. Animals remains and the bones suggest these domestications of the animals like cow, sheep, goat, buffalo and donkey. The Neolithic people of the South India followed an agricultural and pastoral type economy. The Neolithic culture of the South India had been placed between 2600 and 1000 BCE, that is before Common Era. So Daujali, Harding and Gawak Abri. So we are going to do this. The Neolithic sites in the northeastern part of the India are spread across the hills of the Assam and include North Kachar, Garo Hills and Naga Hills, that is Naga Pahar Hills. Okay, the two important sites of this region include Daujali Harding and the Gawak Abri, are said to be the 2700 and 2300 years old respectively. At Daujali Harding excavation, what happened? This excavation had led to the finding of polished stone tools, very much polished. Okay, only polished stone tools it will be found during the time of the Neolithic age, right? Ceramics and the mortars and the pastels, some of the important tools found in the made of the wood. Along this with these items, pots have been also found which were used to store grains. Then this is indicative of the Neolithic people practicing agriculture. Land was cleared for the cultivation by burning forest areas. This also practiced shifting cultivation. So a remarkable discovery in the area is a jadeite stone. As I have told, the jadeite is a kind of a green stone. Okay, it is a kind of a green stone, and the price of the jadeite stone is very high nowadays, and nearly it is about 4 lakh, the pure one. Okay, historians believe that the jadeite was not available locally and maybe even procured from the China. Three characteristics of the Neolithic culture that originate in the northeast India and have been found in to be the more or less similar to the Neolithic culture by southeast and the East Asia include the celt making and tradition, code impression pottery, and the cultivations of rice. It is believed that the close proximity to the Southeast and the East Asia may have influenced a Neolithic period of this region. So I have already just read it. I think that you can understand. If you not, then if you ask for the explanation, I can explain it, no problem. We are in the live class, right? And right now I'll be giving the question answers in the next class. You will be getting the live also. I'll make a video also. So just a round up, you see the Stone Age and you can understand the whole complete chapter. Till then, that take care. Thank you. Bye bye. I hope that everyone will come in the live.